Welcome.
I feel
I don't
so
even know
cheesy
how
doing
to
this with you.
bring you in,
I
Martha.
know.
I am here with the beautiful Martha Kalifatidis. I don't know how to say your last name.
Just say K.
Martha Kath. Martha K.
K, just K.
Just K.
Or just Martha's fine.
You know what? I've known you for 6 years, so you'd think I would know how to say your
my
last name, but
I
I've actually
know.
never needed to because I only know one Martha,
No,
and it's
yeah.
the Queen.
Babe, there's only one.
Thank you for joining Sleep Deprived with me.
Thank you for having me.
We are two sleep-deprived mums.
Look, I actually am a bit sleep deprived today. I'm not usually, but today I am.
Did Luch stay awake all night for
Just
you?
like the constant turning and tossing because we co-sleep. So he was like up my ass all night. And he like comes to me and he's just there and like, you know, when they don't know how heavy their head is and they just like smash it on you.
They bang it on you. What is
I
with
thought
that?
last night he broke my nose. Like I was convinced that I could taste like iron in the back of my throat, like the taste of blood in the back of my throat.
Oh, what is with kids
Oh,
like
he
that?
just didn't stop. I don't know what
Is he in a
his issue
sleep
was.
regression? What is he? He's
it? I don't
13
know.
months.
He probably is 13 months.
How's
No.
it going?
Yeah.
Because, okay, so let's just give the rundown. I've known you for 6 years. So
Yeah.
I met Martha back when she was this beautiful little makeup artist.
I thought
Do
you were
you-
actually going to say escort for real.
I was messing with Martha before and I said I was going to introduce her as I met her when she was a stripper, but she's never been a stripper. No, so I met her when she was a makeup artist when I used to do little shoots. And this one time I rocked up to your little apartment in Bondi at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And you made me sit on the floor and you were really messy.
Absolutely not.
I was sitting on the floor in like the middle of all your makeup bags. It's 4 a.m. and I'm so tired.
Okay,
and you were so beautiful still back then. And I felt completely out of my comfort zone, but you were so nice.
Thank you.
You've always been nice.
I had just moved to Bondi. We were moving into that place.
That's why it was messy because
So
there
my
was
best friend,
bags
Maya, and
everywhere.
we had just moved in. And Maya, who was my best friend, she's still my best friend, used to work for Tachuzi, and we were doing the shoot for Tachuzi.
Yes, at Bondi Skate Bowl.
At the Bondi Skate Bowl. And our house was very close to the skate bowl. And I said, I don't want to do her makeup in the fucking park at 4 a.m.
No.
Tell her to come here.
Yep.
So you came to our house while we were unpacking still. And we did your makeup. And then do you remember, like, you had just come back from a trip?
Japan. I remember. Yep.
And you were like, oh my God, I'm so fucking bloated. I'm not going to fit into any of the sample sizes.
I remember
And
that.
then you were like freaking out about it. I'm like, you'll be fine. Like, we'll make it work.
I don't
worry
think I
about
did
it.
fit.
And I don't think you did fit. And you're like, I fucking hate this. I don't want to do this. I fucking hate modeling. All I want to do is have fucking kids. All I want to do is be a mum. That's all I want to do. I want to have like 6 kids and be a mum. Like, I don't want this life. And I was like,
God.
well, babe,
Ain't
let's
that
just
the
finish your
truth?
brows. And we
Oh my God, I remember that. And from that day, we literally clicked. Because I remember just sitting in that messy ass lounge room, getting my makeup done at 4 a.m. And I knew I wasn't going to fit into these Garni clothes. And I was like,
And it
fuck
was like
this
weighing
shit.
like tiny, like zeros.
Oh,
Like who?
and I remember
fits
having
into
this
that?
muffin top hanging over and in like a cropped t-shirt. I'm like,
You looked amazing, by the way.
I only
like,
looked
your
good because of the
body
hair and
was
makeup.
Amazing.
But from that day, I think
It
I
still
was,
is, not was. But I remember like just looking at you and being like, she thinks she's bloated. Like, wow.
But that's when it started 6 years ago. And then you all of a sudden went on to MAFS and I have never seen that show. I never have watched it.
I'd never really.
That was like a moment in your life, I think, that was a big turning point. Because I was like, this bitch was just a makeup artist and now she's on the TV. What the
Well, that's how I got poached at Mecca.
Did you?
Yeah, I got poached when
No.
these casting agents came into Mecca and they're like, they're like, oh,
You
can
look
we
like
have
you need
your
a husband.
number? They did actually. They like dropped this comment. They were like looking for like where should they book dinner or something?
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, I just moved here. I don't know. They're like, oh, surely your husband takes you to nice places. And I'm just like, I'm single. And then they're like, oh, well, if you're
Oh my
single,
God,
we're
that's-
just looking for someone to like fit the criteria to do this reality show. And I was like, I will never, ever be on TV. Like, I will never do a reality show. Like,
Famous last words.
never, ever. I'm the behind the scenes girl.
Yeah.
Like,
You
hair and
makeup artist.
Yeah. And so I just said no. And then one of my friends at work, Mark, gave them my number.
Sneaky Mark.
And he's like, you have to have her. She's the best. She's amazing. She's so funny. Like, you don't understand. You need this girl. And then he gave them my details and they called me and I had all these calls from them. Eventually I got in touch with them and that's how I ended up on MAFS.
Oh my God. And I feel like MAFS kind of kickstarted your whole
absolutely
thing on social media.
Babe, it catapulted me.
You already had like a name for yourself in the makeup. Yes, you did.
No,
in the makeup world.
Maybe. Like,
you are so good at makeup.
Yes, I love
like
makeup.
you are so good
I
at makeup. Your
back then.
skin.
I'm so sad that I don't, like, because I'm not like on the tools anymore.
You're not on the tools.
So like you lose the like look how shit my makeup looks
No,
today.
you look so good.
No.
Like you've always had good skin. You've always had those big cheeks.
I've always been like the beauty girl.
You are that beauty girl. And then you kickstarted your career on social media. And then wait, you married Michael?
Yeah, I met Michael
was from
on the show.
MAFS.
Yeah.
See, this is how out of it. I just don't have time to watch
I love
TV.
it.
Like I
love it.
Like the only TV show I really watch is SAS. But even then, like I barely.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you should go on it.
I don't have.
Do you want to go on it?
Enough about me. I like that.
Oh
No.
my God, no, because we know the producers. Like we can get you on the show.
Stop, Martha,
Do you wanna be
because
honest
you
on
would
it?
really stitch me up and they would make me jump from a helicopter.
It's one of the things that you always have to do on that show.
No, totally. I would totally consider it, but
I think you'd do it.
I would, but I also suffer from claustrophobia, and I've seen they have to like climb through a tunnel.
No, you can't do that.
Nah,
Forget it,
I can't do
fuck
that. I
wouldn't
can't.
either.
Like I like the idea of it, but no. So I haven't watched MAFS. I know that you met Michael through MAFS. You're engaged, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank fuck I wasn't saying something that
No,
I'm still
engaged.
waiting.
No.
No, I do remember your engagement now. I'm just trying to spark my memory. And you've had Luch. So how's it been getting engaged, having a baby?
Look, today's probably the worst day to ask because we just had like the biggest argument about the dumbest thing. But like that's just relationship parent life. Yeah. No, it's great. Like Luch is the best thing ever. Like the best thing ever that's ever happened to me in my life. I cannot. Any parent that's listening can understand this.
Yeah, it's the biggest blessing.
How good is it?
But you had the hardest pregnancy. I remember
pregnancy.
following your stories because we were pregnant at the same time. I was pregnant with Bambi. And I'm like, oh my God, you poor thing. Like I remember videos of you in hospital and getting IV drips. Like you had HG, which stands for...
Hyperemesis gravidarum.
Sounds like a wizard name. Sounds like you're in Harry Potter.
Like just
it sounds like how it is. It sounds deathly.
Gravidarum.
Like take me to the grave. Like you had the worst, and you had that through your entire pregnancy. Was that really hard?
The last 6 weeks were good for my pregnancy.
Oh, that's good. Last 6 weeks.
Well, they weren't good. Like I still had like the most disgusting heartburn. I can't even explain.
Oh, he's got so much hair, so it makes sense.
How bad the heartburn was. Like I would like when I'd get into bed, by the time I fell asleep, I'd end up eating a whole packet of Quickies, and like I'd wake up and like have to like unglue this huge ball of Quickies, like lollies, chewies from the back of my mouth, and be like, "This huge."
My God, because that would help you with your heartburn.
Yeah, well,
kind of.
It kind of like makes.
But you were vomiting from the moment you found out you were pregnant, which was in Europe.
Yeah, so 5 weeks in.
And then you vomited up to 33 weeks.
No, so the vomiting, I didn't have the worst vomiting. I did vomit, but I didn't have, like, it wasn't so much the vomiting that was the bad part for me. It was the chronic nausea. It's like
a hangover.
Being so nauseous that you think you have to hold a bucket because you think you're about to throw up, but you never actually ever really do. There's only a few times you throw up.
Yeah.
But it's not... Everyone's hyperemesis is different. Some people literally throw up so much that they're fed through a fucking straw in their stomach.
That's so hard.
Think of some women that they endure that to have a child. Like
I know.
they have
That's how selfless we are. We're like
know.
literally selfless animals.
I know.
But you endured that for your entire pregnancy. Do you think that took was that hard on your mental state? Having that, and you're pregnant and you're like, what the fuck? If this is pregnancy, what the hell's a child going to be?
It was pretty dark because it's really lonely when you're that sick. It's fucking lonely.
And no one can understand.
You don't do anything. You just at home. Everyone goes, lives their life. Like the front door opens and closes, 5-10 times a day. You hear everyone rushing off doing their thing. You're just there, just rotting away.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's the lonely part.
You must have been so happy to have him.
But it's the physical part that it fucks you physically. Like my muscles completely deteriorated. Like,
no.
Yes, like I lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But a lot of it I feel like was muscle deterioration. Like my leg, I have bone, and then like the skin just kind of like...
Wait, what? I did not know.
I have no muscle anymore. Like I mean now I have a bit more than what I had, but
yeah.
I had like all your muscles die because you just lie there for 7-8 months.
Oh my God.
Like you don't do
Could
anything.
you get up and go for a walk?
No, you can't go into the light.
You were like
the
bedridden.
light, it will like makes it worse.
Get the light away from me.
No, my mum and like Michael used to come in and be like, open the curtains,
Oh,
let the
you were
light
so
shine
bad.
in. But the light makes you more nauseous, and like sounds, like loud sounds make you more nauseous.
Oh
and
my God. So you just had to
everything.
lay there
In the dark,
with like a
cold
cold ice pack
room.
on your face, a washer.
You just want the cold all the time. Like I wanted the aircon on in winter.
Oh my God. So does that scare you if you ever want to have a second? Does the pregnancy scare you away?
I kind of like, I remember it, but you also kind of forget it. Like I remember it to tell you, but I don't remember how it felt now because like I feel like you kind of forget. Like,
Yeah. I think we're like kind of programmed to forget. Otherwise.
yeah, because I do want to have another baby.
Yeah, see, and that's whack after that.
How? Why?
Like
But
how?
I've convinced myself I'm not going to have that again. Like
Yeah.
I'm convinced I won't have hyperemesis
Probably
for this
won't,
pregnancy.
right? Is
Yeah.
it genetic?
More than likely I will,
Awesome.
according to my own
That's sick.
obstetrician.
Well, that's going to be fun, but at least you've forgotten, you know, at least your body kind of programs you to forget. How have you found the transition from having Luch? Like, have you suffered mental health? Have you had anxiety?
Don't even get me started.
Oh, really? Because
Okay,
I guess
I'm-
all parents, I feel like when you have a kid, you're always kind of anxious because you've created this life, you've grown them, and then you just start stressing about everything.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand how you do it.
I'm constantly stressing.
But how do you do it with the 3? Like, I watch some of the TikToks and I'm just like, oh my God, they're probably not going to make it through the day. Like, what are they doing? Like, some of the falls and like the climbs and the things. And I'm just like, oh my God.
And
the
Luch
stress.
is at the age, like,
He's
I don't
gonna
want to
start.
scare you. He's about, and especially he's a little boy and he's going to start exploring. And when he starts walking and running, it's good. It's funny because he's your first. And how would you describe your parenting?
I'm chill. I'm
You're
super
chill.
chill and laid back. But I'm also like, as soon as something happens, I'm like full
Yeah,
panic.
mum mode, mother hen. Yeah, I think I'm the same, but maybe a little bit more chilled. But when they start exploring and doing these things, you can't really stop them. Like, it's one of those things, it's like they're going to have a busted lip, they're going to bleed.
Oh, see, I feel like we can't do that.
Really?
I will literally...
Oh, so you might, like, make sure you'll be around to make sure that doesn't happen. Whereas I'm like, babe, do it. You're going to learn once and you're going to be sweet.
But I'm so scared that like something will happen. Like he'll hit his head, he'll have a concussion, something will become, it'll be worse. I feel like I have irrational fears about everything since having the baby.
No, totally. I have that too. And even like on the roads with cars and people flying. Do you find flying hard? Because I find flying hard with kids.
It's so funny that you asked me this. Like, so can I tell you this trip that we just took to LA?
Yeah.
I was so like adamant, I'm not going to get on the flight. I was like, I'm not getting on the flight. Michael's like, this is such a great brand that wants to work with you. It's like your dream, like to do this stuff, and you're not going to do it because you're scared to get on the plane. Like, you are fucking nuts. Planes don't fall like
from the sky.
It doesn't happen anymore.
No, but I still believe that it will happen. I'm like, yeah, but what if the turbulence pushes it out of the sky?
I was so scared. I actually spoke to a therapist because I was not going to go.
Do you take anything for that? Because I said to Ben, I need to get prescribed.
I nearly poisoned myself with Valium.
Yeah. Ben's like, I said to Ben, I need to be prescribed Valium. He's like, no, you'll get addicted. You have the most addictive personality. You're not getting that.
You won't get addicted.
He said I will.
Because like, who the fuck wants to feel like they're on Valiums all the time? I hate Valium. I hate
Oh, really?
like that.
I've never taken one before.
You just feel like stoned.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think I could.
But like not as funny. Just the stoned
that
bit without
shit.
the giggles.
Oh, okay. I don't think I'd like it then.
But
does it relax you? Like, do you, when you
Look,
have it?
it does relax you. Like, your body feels relaxed, but I feel like I was so scared of this flight that, like, my body was relaxed, but my head was kind of still racing a bit.
Oh, okay.
I was so petrified, babe. I can't tell you.
Have you always been like that, or since having kids?
Since having Luch, it's way worse. Like, way worse. Like, I can't tell you. If I hear a plane flying over the house, I'm just like, where's the baby? Oh my God, if that plane falls, I need to find somewhere safe for us to all hide. Where will we hide? Like, what would we do? Like, if there's an earthquake, at night, if the bed moves, like in a funny way,
I'm just like, oh my God. You had an earthquake in Melbourne not that long ago, wasn't it?
I was petrified. Like, I can't tell you.
It gets harder when you're a mum. And I think everything's heightened when you're a parent because you've created this life and you're like, I need to protect you at all costs. Like, I say all the time to Ben that I want to move to a little house on the top of a hill away from everyone because I don't want them.
You do live in a little house on top of a hill away from everyone.
Pretty much. But I need to go further away from like, I don't want to have neighbors. Like, I don't want to expose them to the toxicness of the world. I know that sounds so woke, but I just don't want to do that because there's so many scary things out there.
I know. How are we going to send them to school, man?
I know. And different parenting. And I'm so scared. Even when my kids like are at daycare, I'm scared that they're going to choke. I think we have the same fears.
I don't even know how you send them to daycare. I don't think I could send the baby to daycare. Like, I don't think I could do it.
It's hard.
Like, I just don't think. I don't know if I will.
Really?
I don't know if I will.
It's hard because you crave that freedom, but then when you have that freedom, you're like, you want to keep them wrapped in cotton wool because you're so scared of what if they choke on that piece of bread?
I don't trust. And you know what else it is? Like, because I love TikTok, so I'm always scrolling, but like my algorithm has fucked me.
Oh no.
Because it shows me all like the like disaster, all the sad stories, like all the...
Get off it, Martha.
I know, I have to block it because it's like
it fucks with your head.
My head so hard because I feel like I'm so not the same person.
No wonder your
used to be.
anxiety is so bad.
I'm so anxious.
You got to start watching unicorns.
I only like recently, like literally a week or two ago, have I started to take the baby out for a walk in the pram around the block. I wouldn't take him for a walk around in the pram around like my house. I was scared.
Of what?
A car hitting us, someone
Oh
kidnapping
God,
us, someone trying to kill us.
Have you seen a therapist? Okay.
Like,
I thought my anxiety was bad, but...
I would not take him in the pram down the street.
Stop.
No, I won't even let my dad, he'll come home from work. He's like, I'll take the baby for a walk. I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah.
Stay on the footpath. No. People are driving home from work, rushing home from work. It's not a good time. No. Like, even my mum, like, sometimes I'm just like, no, I'll come with you guys.
Yeah,
don't take him.
So
like,
you're like the
you.
motherhead. You want to oversee everything.
This is not me. This is like my anxiety.
This is anxiety.
Because I'm like a carefree, chilled
You're
out.
yeah.
Like, this isn't me. I'm like the least anxious person.
Do you think when you have a second, it might calm down a little bit?
Well, they say that it should, but I don't know if it will.
Yeah.
How does it? Like, what, do you care less about your second child? You're just like, fuck it, it's all right for this one.
No, but I think you kind of learn that kids are a lot more resilient than you kind of think. Like, it's not...
Yeah, that I have learned. Like, what about the first time they get sick? Like, how panicky were you?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I always... That's one thing I'm always panicking about, like temperatures. Like, even you, before we came on, you were like, is Luch hot? Everyone feel him. Is he hot? And I'm like, Martha, he's literally cold. Or like, he's not hot on his body at all. But it's one of those things because you are the sole responsibility for their life. Like, it's up to you to recognize if they have a temperature. It's up to you to recognize if they've got diarrhea. And that, I think, is so scary. So whenever they're sick, I'm in the ER. I'm like straight to the ER, whatever it is. And like, he just has mosquito bites. I'm like, are you sure? I don't think they're blanching.
Yeah.
Are we sure they're mosquitoes? Can we have another doctor come in, please?
No, you know what? I love that you're like that. That's good. I feel like
you wouldn't think I'm like that because I'm very carefree.
But then that way, like, when you go home after, you feel like, okay, look, I've done all that I can now. Yeah. So if
this progresses, and I think it's very important to always have a second opinion when it comes to your child's health, even a third opinion, because I'm like, I don't think that's a bug bite. Can we see someone else? And I think that's really important, especially because my kids pick up so much shit. You know, they're touching spiders and bugs and I love them learning like that, but they also are always covered in a rash.
It's funny.
Eczema or something.
The last time Luch got sick, like, he had a fever, and like, I just don't, when he's sick, I will not sleep for 5 days. Like, I will watch him breathing all night. He's breathing. He's okay. Checking his fever, checking his temperature. The last time he was sick, I said to Michael, that's it. We're taking him to the doctors. Let's go. And like, it was a long weekend or something, and we found some random doctor. We got to this doctor. Oh, no. He stunk like cigarettes.
Oh, no.
He was fucking toothless.
No,
he was toothless. He was wearing like leather cowboy pants. Like,
where did you find him?
On Google. He was like the only place we could get into. Anyways, we got there, and he like checked the baby's temperature. It was like 39.8 or something. Like, oh my God, we have to take him to the doctors. Give him to me. I like snatched him off the baby. I'm like, we're going to the doctor. Michael's like, Martha, calm the fuck down. We're at the doctor's now. I go, no, the real doctor. We need to go to the emergency room. Let's go now. The doctor's like, look, have you given him Panadol and Nurofen? I'm like, no, we've just given him a bit of Panadol. We haven't given him Nurofen. He's like, all right, try some Nurofen.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, he's saying this. There's like the pharmacy that's in the doctor's clinic. I'm like going there, getting the Nurofen while he's still telling me, following me around with the baby. I'm like, I'm gonna give him the Nurofen now. Like, we gave him the Nurofen, and his fucking temperature came down.
Oh, that's good.
But we were already in the emergency room by then.
But what was wrong with him? He just had a cold.
They couldn't. You know what I hate? They're just like, oh, we don't know what it is. It's a virus. We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Though.
Oh, I hate that.
Cool, man.
I'm like, what type of virus? What type? Like, there's plenty of virus. Is it going to attack his brain? Like, is it in his blood? Where is it?
That's the thing. Like, you see all these things on fucking TikTok and stuff and Instagram. Like,
and that's scary. It is scary.
There are some pages that are like meant to be precautionary pages for like parents, like
Tiny Hearts. Yeah. Yes, I love those pages.
I've had to unfollow them.
Oh,
because
why?
I see things on there that I'm just like, I can't watch. I love Tiny Hearts. I did the course.
Yeah. Oh, same.
I did
the
it.
CPR,
I love it.
Yeah. I did it. I think that's really important.
But I can't watch the stuff anymore
it
because
scares you. Hey,
it's put me in such a dark place that even now he's got like he had a little like bung on his eye.
Yeah.
And
I think you just heard him scream just then, didn't you? And you're wondering what the fuck's going on. It's okay.
Because he doesn't ever cry, really.
Do you want to go out and check on him?
No, he's all right.
You watching?
Okay, he's okay. They just did something.
Whereas yesterday I was like listening to Soul cry and I'm like, can somebody shut this child up? You can't focus. And a mother has it. A mother has this hearing.
I can hear him through like 3 streets away.
Yeah. So we have little Luch here. Luch, welcome to Sleep Deprived. Yay! That kind of worked out perfectly with what we were talking about. You know, like we're always kind of stressing. Like you heard him cry and you're like, what's wrong? Mummy doesn't have a rest, does she? So you were talking about you co-sleep.
Yeah.
How does that go? Because I sometimes co-sleep, but I don't know how to do it, I guess.
But with 3?
Oh, fuck no.
They don't all sleep in the same bed.
No, mostly Soul I would co-sleep with. I try Bambi and she headbutts me.
Okay.
Navy acts like a starfish, so Soul's the only kind of easy one. But sometimes I'm like, I freak out. Because Ben sleeps like such a Shrek. Like he like hugs a pillow, he throws the blanket around. Like I'm just scared that he will. I just feel like men don't have that instinct.
No, Michael is so aware of him in the bed. Like he's so good.
So he sleeps in the middle.
And Luch sleeps in the middle. Yeah.
And the pillow, not on a pillow.
Not on a pillow. And just Michael and I have the pillow like half on the bed. So our pillow hangs off the bed.
Okay, that's how I co-sleep.
So there's like no pillow really.
You have a really shit sleep.
Yeah, I have. I that's why I look like Quasimodo because the way I sleep is like I try and sleep to take up the least amount of room.
So he has heaps of room
to like roll around. Now that he's this big and stuff, I'm not as worried. Yeah. But when he was smaller, it was more stressful. Michael didn't sleep for like 4 months.
Just always watching. Is he a tummy sleeper?
He does like to lately sleep on his stomach.
See, and I always would scare me.
Roll him back onto his back.
Yeah, that would really scare me. And do you think you get a lot of comments in your DMs about co-sleeping? Because I know there's a lot of controversy.
Like, positive comments.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I get positive comments.
Oh, wow.
But he's like, I'm not an expert. Like, obviously they say co-sleeping is not safe. I think you can take what you want from, you know, information is only as valuable as its source. You know, where's it coming from? Who's saying these things? That's for me what I think. But also, I feel like if you're like one of those dead to the world sleepers, don't fucking sleep with your baby. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like,
and you're probably a light sleeper. Like you heard the earthquake.
But also, I wake up like that now since I've had the baby though.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like, don't you think, like, since you've had a baby, you don't sleep, like, heavy and...
Oh, no. I'm like, I hear anymore. No, you don't. You
even
hear
through
everything.
Your pregnancy, you don't...
No, and I think that's why we're programmed like that. Because, like, you kind of... It's weird. Now I have so much respect and, like, for the woman's body. Not for the male body, for the woman's body. I was about to say for the human body. I'm like, no. Just for the women's
body,
Like, the things that we do and how we're programmed, you really... Like, you know, I think it's really important because nobody really thinks about it until they're pregnant. Like, we can grow a whole ass human in our stomachs. What about when
you pull it out and how weird that is?
And it comes out, and then the placenta comes out, and you're like, oh, here you are. Doll, you've just been in my stomach for 9 months.
I never saw the placenta.
You never saw it?
No.
Did you have Luch?
Yeah.
Oh, you never saw it?
No.
Why?
I didn't see it.
You don't like that
gone.
stuff?
It was gone, and then I was being stitched up.
Really? Did you have a good birth or?
I had the best birth.
Really?
I fucking love giving birth.
So,
I'm obsessed with it.
I'm obsessed.
I want to do it all the time. I could do it all the time.
Birth's the easy part.
It's the easy part.
Like everything else is the hard part.
I loved it. And I feel like all I ever heard was fucking the horrific stories about giving birth.
Yeah.
It is so nice. It's
so
the
magical.
best feeling. And then afterwards, like the feeling, like there's nothing that will ever come close to it.
I agree. I was that psycho too that loved birth. And I would say, and my midwives would be like, we want you to tell more people this because you only ever hear those horrific stories. And I'm like, I literally love pushing a child out. Like, when it's crowning, I love feeling its head. I'm like, this is surreal.
But there is like the part, like the bowling ball part.
Oh, totally. And like what I think is horrific is that first shower when they're like, get up, have a shower. And you get up and you're like, oh my God, is my organ about to come out of my...
I literally thought
and you're bleeding and I've got a catheter in and I stepped on my catheter and I thought my urethra was going to fall out.
Any of that.
Oh, no?
I had a beautiful shower.
Oh,
but I was like...
Just me.
They're like, you can get up and shower now. And I was thinking, am I going to have to hold everything with one hand up and in?
Yeah.
Is it all going to fall out?
That's what I thought too.
And then when I got in the showers, everything was just back to normal.
How good's that?
What the fuck?
It's so wild what the woman's body can do.
It's wild.
Like we are those creatures that everyone wants to be. We are unicorns. I'm sorry to the males, but we are literally unicorns. The fact we can birth a human, then like feed a human, and then we just do everything for this human. I know that the father does that too, but not to the extent. Like the fathers are amazing, but they can't birth a human.
No, exactly. No, I know.
Like we are animalistic.
Yeah, no, we are.
We are animals.
Like after you give birth, like then you realize you're just an
can
animal.
do anything. Yeah. I know, totally. Like I had to go see my obstetrician to get like birth control, and I was like, will that hurt though, putting it in me? I was like, can I please go under? He's like, you've literally given birth 3 times. Like you're fine. And I'm like, you're right. Why am I being such
Were all your births really good?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that gives me hope.
All really good. Like I got the epidural for all my births. With Navy, I got the epidural quite late at like 8 or 9 centimeters. I remember my eyes rolling back in my head and I was like, India, pretend to faint. Just collapse on the ground right now so you don't have to go through this and so you can just get cut open, because for me, that seemed like the easier thing in that moment right then. Oh. But looking back, I was like, thank God I didn't have to get cut open because that recovery looks intense.
Yeah, I don't want that recovery.
I did not. And but then with Soul, actually, it was the easiest birth. I literally walked into the birthing suite completely, just like at 38 and a half weeks, walked in. My obstetrician had organised the anaesthetist. He comes in, like I had no contractions, nothing. He gives me the epidural just like at 8 a.m. And I'm like, Bob's your uncle. I'm going to rest for the next 12 hours.
Oh, did
watch
you
TV.
How long? Was it 12 hours?
Yeah.
How long were your labours?
So I was already 3 centimeters dilated at like 38 weeks I had some like feelings before, but I went in and they were going to break my waters if they hadn't broken naturally. So then they broke them and then it was a few more hours.
See, I was induced.
Yeah, I went in to get induced because I didn't need the Cervidil because I was already dilated. So they just got to shove the hook up. But yeah, it was amazing. I just love...
I had the epidural immediately as well.
It's good,
but
isn't
I was
it?
induced, so I had it when I got induced at the same time.
I love an induction.
And then like 2 hours later, I was fully dilated.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you're made to give birth.
That's what my obstetrician said.
Yeah, I hear that some women are like birth, made to push a baby.
After like 40 minutes or like 30 minutes, because I was lying on the side, I started feeling contractions on one side because the epidural didn't hit. And I started freaking out and going to the midwife. You fucking lied. Oh my God. I can feel it.
Oh my God.
What is this? I can feel through the epidural. She's like, look,
switch
you need
sides.
to lie on your back. We need to reposition you. You're going to be okay. I was like, I want a cesarean. I can feel it.
But do you know what? We're super lucky because some women have to push for hours. They have to labor like 24 hours. We're lucky. Because I said to my obstetrician, I was like, oh my God, people scared me that birth was hard. And he was like, don't you be saying that to everyone because you had an easy birth.
Yeah,
You've had easy births.
A fucking great birth.
Like those poor
lucky.
women who actually have to labor so long.
No, some of
who
my
can't get an
friends'
epidural because it's too late.
That I heard like
horrific. Like that would probably turn me off.
Like the tears past the arsehole.
Oh my God, stop, Martha. Why would you do that?
They have that. Some women they go through that.
Yeah, I
They
know.
tear all that way.
Stop. It's hurting. It's making me tingle. So yeah, we're birthers. Okay. Well, we have a few people that have called in to ask us some questions. I don't know what they're going to be. They could be completely rogue.
Okay.
So let's take it away and listen to them.
Yeah, let's go. I love a good question. Otherwise, you and I will just shit.
Hi, Martha. I've been following you both for years and years, and I love you both so much. I just wanted to ask you both a quick question. How do you deal with followers or viewers that try to mum shame you? And I guess second to that, have you ever censored yourself because you're worried about the mum shamers? Bye.
That's a really good question. Yeah, I have definitely censored myself. I mean, I don't post half the accidents online.
I feel like you do get a lot of mum shamers though.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Because I post everything and anything, but
I don't post anything for that reason.
Yeah. Whereas I'm kind of like, this shit happens. This is real life. I'm showing you this will happen. You know what I mean? But I definitely do censor myself a little bit because people, I've seen forums and stuff and they're
But
like.
I think nowadays, I feel like in the early days,
Yeah.
you did. I feel like now people, you don't have that. You've got an army behind you. That's
I
like,
have an army that would.
Karen, the baby's fine. Get the fuck over it. Navy's still alive. He's fine. Like, leave him alone. It's just like
Yes.
a grazed knee. Like,
Totally. I have like an
nowadays.
army that will like destroy that shamer
Yeah.
and that troll. Like it's so great. I don't even have to clap back. Sometimes I clap back and I feel like you clap back too. It makes us very similar.
like sometimes I just like, don't have any patience. It's
Yeah.
been a long day and I'll read a comment. I'll just be like, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like Mother Teresa. Shut. Looch.
Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is
Sometimes
watching.
I do, but
Yeah.
like for the most part, I don't.
Does it get you down in the dumps?
It's
okay.
What's wrong?
You want mummy's attention. He's tired.
He's exhausted.
I said
babe.
this. I said, does he
He's
want a nap?
exhausted.
And
He
you're like,
does. Of course he wants a nap.
do you not nap
He's
in the
so
pram?
He won't.
Or
Look at
do you want him to nap at home?
No, I want him to nap.
Oh, full stop.
To nap, period. Anywhere he naps would
Oh.
be great. But
Do you want to nap on Auntie Indy?
No,
Okay, yeah. So you get a lot. Do you get a lot or not really?
I don't, because I don't really share that much. Hang on. All right, baby. All right, you're going to go. Do you want to go with your yeah?
Hi, Indy. My question is, what is the most challenging and most rewarding part of being a mum?
Oh, you want to go first? You go first. What's the most challenging part? I think for you it'd be.
For me, it's like dealing with the stress, like, and the worrying and like the constant, like, oh my God, is he gonna be okay? Oh my God, if he falls, oh my
Yeah.
God, he fell and he hit his head, is he gonna be okay? Oh my God, he's got a temperature. Oh my God,
Yeah.
like for me, it's
Spiraling.
that part, the spiraling, but like the rewarding part, like is. I feel like, you know, like when you're like cuddling in bed or like when you wake, like the morning.
Yeah.
How good is the morning? Like when
morning's
they
good.
wake up and they see you and they're just like
So
happy
excited.
and like happy to see you. And they're just, he comes and he crawls over to me and he cuddles and he puts his head on me.
Oh,
and like,
stop.
I just, whatever. I'm just, that's it for me.
Everything,
I'm done.
yeah.
Like I don't ever, like I'm obsessed with that moment. I want it to be forever.
Yeah, that is the best moment actually.
Yeah.
I feel like challenging for me would probably be because I've got 3 kids, I'm always needed and always wanted and always fucking burnt out.
it's
Always
demanding.
touched out, always overstimulated from the moment I wake up. I don't even have a full night's sleep because I'm waking 3 times a night, to Sol twice, to Bambi screaming, having night terrors, calling dada. I'm like, babe, I grew you and I moved organs for you and you're still calling dada in your sleep. Like, it's just not cool.
Yeah, but the girls are always.
Oh,
gonna
they
be
always.
the
I don't want to
daddy's
hear that. I
girls.
don't want to hear that. I've literally moved organs for these kids, and then girls prefer their dads. Like,
But
no.
I feel like wait until like she gets her period and she grows up and then she's gonna need.
No,
a
I
mum.
know, but I'm like, babe, no. It's the first impressions
It's
that are
now
most
or never.
important. Yeah. And if you're not giving to me now, I'm not giving to you. I'm kidding.
No, you've got Navy.
No, I
Gravy.
know, a Navy baby. So that's probably the hardest, being constantly touched out and not having any time. Like if I want to work out, like this morning I had to sneak into a 24-hour gym to work out, and I had Sol in the pram and she's wide awake looking up at everyone, and everyone's walking past looking at her, and I'm like, go to sleep, just give me 30 minutes to do some weights so I'm a better mum.
That's the one thing is like when you want them to sleep, they don't,
And they don't
fucking sleep.
And do you know what? She's sleeping now.
When you want them
Great.
awake,
Yeah.
they're always sleeping.
Yeah, it's like a never-ending hamster on a
It's
wheel.
true. That is the hard part. Is that you are
You're always
constantly
on.
you need to be constantly on.
Yeah.
And in demand, and like it's fucking. It is
It's
exhausting.
relentless.
It's true. It's
But
true.
I do feel like the best part is obviously like you've created this human, you've grown it, and then you can kind of like their world is in your hands. Like you can do anything. I love taking them to the park and the beach and experiencing life with them.
Yeah.
And for me, I love growing up with them because I'm young. I just, I mean, you're young too. I'm not saying you're old, but like, I'm growing up with my kids and I get to experience life again, like through their eyes. And I take them to the park.
But I feel like that's the other thing is you do get to experience life again. It doesn't matter how old you are. Like when you have a baby and, you go to the beach again, like it's all of a sudden,
the little
it's like
things.
so exciting. Like, yeah, we're going to the beach. You love the
and
beach.
like a seagull comes over and like, oh my God. And I'm like, that is the ugliest, disgusting bird, and you're so excited. So I'm excited too.
It's true. Everything is like you relive everything. You get to experience everything
life
again for the first time. It's
amazing. Is Luch crying because you're looking over there?
But I can just see him being handballed around. It's fine. No,
okay,
it's fine.
I think we have one more question, and then we're good to go. Oh, I love that Luch left us a little treat.
Yeah.
It's so nice, Luch. Yes.
Hi Martha, my name's Mary. I've got a question for you. I know being a mum is a lot of hard work. Do you have a nanny or a chef or a cleaner to help?
She sounds very much like your mum.
Yeah, that's my mum.
Is she the full-time nanny, chef, cleaner? Is it good? You live at home, right?
I do live at home. And like my one piece of advice to anyone who wants to have kids or who is having a baby is move in with your parents.
Oh, that would be.
It's like
I don't think I could.
But you live really close to your parents.
Yeah, I know, but
your
that's
dad's
enough.
always driving past.
Yeah, he's always fucking driving past.
Exactly.
He's always popping
there.
in.
Yeah.
He's always putting his 2 cents in. They shouldn't be watching TV. Like, should they be having chocolate again? I'm like, yeah, they are. So how do you deal with that?
Yeah, I don't care. They can say what they can. Their opinions. I don't care. They say them all day. I don't care about that. But no, look, I do live with my parents, which has been amazing, and I feel like I'm gonna have all 4 of my kids at home with my parents.
Oh, I like that.
So Mary, if you're listening,
Mary, you
get
better
ready,
buckle up, girlfriend.
You better get fit. You better keep going to those workouts because we need you strong for the next. But no, I don't have a nanny. I don't have a chef. I don't have anything like that. I don't think I could ever leave my kids with a nanny.
And you have a big Greek family, so you've got help around.
My mum does help me a lot. Yeah, it is amazing.
Which is so nice.
I would go crazy.
Yeah, without.
Yeah, if it was just Michael and I, we'd go crazy.
Oh, yeah. That would be hard.
Even though he's at home, he works from home too, so we both get to like look after him and like be with him all day. But we have work, so we actually.
And you both, do you have offices?
No.
Okay.
We do need an office. Yeah. We were actually looking for one very close to here.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God. So we could always see you when you're recording your podcast.
Oh my God, that would be really fun.
Cute.
Maybe I come to your office. Hang out, mamas hang.
But yeah, no, we don't have help. We do have help. We have help.
Martha, you're tired. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on to Sleep Deprived. I'm so excited. I'm excited for people to know that no one knew that we were friends before. Even my mum friends were like, wait, what? You know her? I'm like, yeah. Like, I knew her before, like, MAFS and stuff. Yeah. Like, now we're just mums, but I feel like we never have time to catch up. Like, you're always in Sydney for an event or for work.
And I'm only... funny? I found photos of us at an event that we went to. Babe, we were so hot.
Wait, when? Oh my God, Bondi Ravisi's event?
Yes.
And that's when you first came. I remember these journalists coming after you there.
The show hadn't aired yet.
Oh, that's why. And you were downstairs in Ravisi's doing interviews and you're looking at me. I'm like, I don't even know what this show is.
Yeah, no, it was so weird. And that was like some manager trying to poach me or something.
Oh.
And he like cornered me.
Yes, that's right. And we were hot though.
Like, this photo, I need to show you it. Like if you see us, babe.
Okay, we'll post it on the Sleep Deprived Instagram.
Like,
we were real hot.
And like we were doing like the full poses.
I remember. I think I remember.
We were so fucking corny.
We've been besties from day one.
Also hot.
And now look at us. Now we're mums.
I know. Now
and nothing's changed except saggy tits.
We've got saggy tits. We've got anxiety, and we're sleep deprived. But everything else is the same.
But we're loving life.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for joining.
Thanks
I
for
love
having
you.
me. I love you.
Bye.